I hope that you all will have a fruitful time here, marked by meaningful discussions and deliberations. Through this conclave, we will be commemorating the century-old history of the International Labour Organization's association with India and Kerala's contributions in upholding the objectives and principles of the ILO. We will discuss workers' rights and labour practices in Kerala as well as in India in the larger context of the world. The ILO came into being at the end of the First World War as a response to workers' struggles against the oppressive conditions of work and deep income inequalities. It has served and continues to serve as a platform for workers, employers, and government across the world to come together and strive to create a legal architecture for the governance of the world of work. India is one of the founding members of the ILO and became a permanent member in 1922. India has maintained a special bond with the ILO, although the last 100 years. The Government of India, national trade unions, federations, and major employers' associations are constant parts of the ILO. India has ratified 6 of its 8 fundamental conventions. The Employee State Insurance was enacted in 1948 by the Government of India, which ensures state insurance to all employees with equal contribution from employees and employers. As far as Kerala goes, we have one of the best records with respect to workers' rights in the global south. Kerala is being exceptional in protecting and advancing workers' rights at a time when workers' rights are waning worldwide. In terms of providing decent employment, forming unions, workers' cooperatives, welfare boards and pension schemes, and ensuring inclusivity and the protection of migrant rights, Kerala has evolved as a role model. We comply with the main principles of the ILO, including the tripartite structure in which the government, employers and employees meet to resolve disputes. The right to work is upheld. Child labor has been outlawed. We affirm protection against discrimination. Social security is ensured, particularly with respect to women workers. Wage protection is offered. Workers' grievances are resolved. They have the right to organize and form trade unions. Collective bargaining and management participation is also available to our workers. All these are guaranteed by the state's safety net. Since 1957, when Kerala's first state government came to power, we have implemented a rights-based strategy to accommodate the requirements of workers in the formal and informal sectors. By passing the Kerala minimum wage rules in 1958, Kerala's first ministry showed the world how workers' rights can be protected by assuring minimum wages. Kerala is the first state in India to establish welfare fund boards for its workers, beginning with the Toddy Tappers Welfare Fund Board in 1969. It was in the same year that the Kerala Dinesh Bidi Workers Cooperative Society was also formed. Both experiments triggered the formation of a large number of welfare boards and workers' cooperatives all over the state across various sectors. A significant turning point in the welfare of the workers, however, was the Kerala Welfare Fund Act, which ensured financial contributions by the government, employers and employees. As a result, a large number of welfare boards were set up to serve the workers, including women, in the informal sectors. The coverage of traditional industries such as coir, handlooms, cashews, and so on are worth citing. In total, there are 24 welfare boards in the state which play a crucial role in reducing the livelihood crisis of informal workers. It was especially evident during the COVID-19 pandemic. A path-breaking effort of the state government came in 1980 with the implementation of the Agricultural Workers Pension Scheme. It was the first major social assistance scheme in India. Kerala is well renowned for its tripartite mechanism, which operates in nearly all of its traditional sectors. The government, the employees, and the employers reached an agreement on the issues of bonus, Onam and Christmas advances, and so on, thanks to the tripartite process. The tripartite system is strengthened through the industrial relations committees, which are functional in not less than 12 sectors. An important dimension of Kerala's labour policy is that it is integral to the reforms initiated in the industrial sector. For instance, the tripartite system in the plantation sector has been strengthened by introducing a new plantation policy and also by strengthening the welfare measures of the plantation workers, including an increase in the pension age from 58 to 60. This is apart from the benefits from the Estate Workers Distress Relief Fund. New management systems are being introduced into the estates as well. The income support scheme to provide a financial support of rupees 1,250 to workers engaged in the traditional sectors like BD, Khadi, fisheries, coir, etc. has been progressing over the years with increased budgetary allocations. The scheme is implemented through the respective departments. Also, the Kerala Unorganized Social Security Scheme has been formulated by amalgamating various schemes specifically aimed at artisans, barbers, beauticians, temple workers, and so on. As rapid urbanization is taking place in the state, we have also come up with a new scheme of affordable housing for unorganized poor urban laborers. The recognition of the rights of domestic migrant workers is an integral aspect of the labor policy in Kerala, with a slew of measures in place to support them. We honor them as guest workers. Kerala is one of the most migrant-friendly states in the country. They were especially aided during the COVID-19 pandemic with free accommodation, food, and medical care. The Interstate Migrant Workers Welfare Scheme was introduced in 2010. It established a welfare fund for migrant workers in Kerala under the Kerala Building and Other Construction Workers Welfare Board. Interstate migrant workers in the age group of 18 to 60 could enroll in the scheme. It provided them with financial support in the event of accidental or natural death. Abbas, a health insurance scheme, was implemented for them in 2017. Apnagar envisages the providing of safe and hygienic accommodation for them. During the COVID-19 crisis, many labor welfare boards announced ex gratia financial assistance to workers. Besides the direct financial assistance, certain welfare boards also offered workers interest-free loans. The government, by setting up community kitchens and people's restaurants, distribution of free food kits through the ration shops continued even after the lockdown. We even put up shelter homes for the homeless. All the social security pensions were distributed 2 months in advance to around 5.4 million people. An economic revival package which included the distribution of interest-free loans amounting to rupees 2,000 crore through Kudumbashree was rolled out. Welfare Fund Board assistance, Social Security pensions, food kits, economic revival package, and interest-free loans were mainly intended to ensure the social security of informal sector workers and other vulnerable sections of the society who lost livelihoods during the lockdown. Now, we are on the path of transforming Kerala into a knowledge economy and innovation society. We intend to reap the benefits of technological advancement and modern management. As part of this, the Labour Department is increasingly being digitized and modern methods of governance are being practiced. An app has been created for guest workers in order to make their social protection foolproof. Schemes like Aavas can be more efficiently applied once this app is completely functional. Transparency in the payment of wages to employees in the private sector is crucial. An e-payment system has been introduced to ensure the same. This is in addition to the minimum salaries that are set in different sectors, which are the highest in the country. We have recently created a program called Karmachari, which allows students to earn while they learn.
ഏറ്റവും പുതിയ വാർത്തകളും വിശേഷങ്ങളും വിരൽത്തുമ്പിലറിയാൻ സീ മലയാളം ന്യൂസ് എല്ലാ ഡിജിറ്റൽ പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോമുകളിലും.